Okay, this is Jim Howard in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it's February 23rd, 2024. Went to the doctor today. Actually, the reason for going to the doctor was I need a medical form that is just for the cataracts I'm going to have removed. I have to have a form from my regular doctor. I guess any doctor, any doctor who knows you. So I went. I have lost a lot of weight. This is the second time that I've lost weight. It's been about, I forget how long it's been. A long time since I went to the doctor last, which was a mistake. It just happened. I normally go every 6 months. Well, I don't normally go every 6 months. But anyway, I have lost a lot of weight, more than a person should lose. Now, of course, if somebody's really, really overweight or something, you want to, but at my age and with everything, I shouldn't be losing that much weight. I've mentioned before, I think you can see it in the background here, the white thing, right? That I'm touching right there. The heart doctor has that in my, here for me. And it monitors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And, it would report in if there was a problem. And the doctor would want to see me or something. So I went to my doctor, not the heart doctor, today, and the last time I saw the heart, which I think was quite a while ago, not the heart doctor, but my regular doctor, she was really concerned about how much I'd lost, and this time she's concerned more because I've lost more. And so she did an EKG on me, and my heart is, doing beep, 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 beep. That's not good. A long time ago, when I was a young man, I was under some stress. Well, my wife at that time, we'd been married for 6 years. Altogether, we were married 12 years. We were married for 6 years, and I came home from work, and there was no kids and no wife, and she had her parents move her someplace where I didn't know where they were. And so then my heart started doing. Of course, at first I didn't know what was going on, and I just knew I was having chest pain, and I was, as I started finding things out. I thought, well, she's going to be sorry, nice guy like me, and blah 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 blah, and then at the end of a week, what my heart was doing was beating a normal beat, and then it would beep a little beep, heartbeat. Then the heart or the brain or whatever decides, okay, he's had a heartbeat, beep, beep, but it wasn't. It was a beep, beep, like that, and that makes your heart hurt. And so the ER doctor asked if I was under any stress or anything, and I said, yeah, my wife left. I came home from work, no wife, no kids. And he said, oh, okay, so prescribed Valium. I took one of them. Pain went away. Unfortunately, the wife came back. And 6 years later, she wanted a divorce, and my heart started doing the same thing. You know? And so I had 6-year-old Valium. I've taken only 1 or 2 out of that thing. So I took another, and pain went away. And unfortunately, the wife and I, or maybe, well, we got a divorce, and many years later, a whole bunch of years later, well, why did I want to talk about this? Anyway, my heart is doing, now it's not just doing, oh, by the way, I don't know how many years later, after that second 6-year period, I was in Miami, and started having chest pain, and the chest pain got worse and whatever, so I went to the doctor, and I told him I was having chest pain, and I said, I had this happen, X number of years ago. It happened 6 years, and then it happened, and then 6 years later the same thing happened, and a Valium, 1 Valium, and the pain went away. You're not getting drugs. And I'm just telling you, you're not getting drugs, okay? I'm not getting drugs, So that's what he thought. No, I'm not saying that's what he thought, and then I got drugs. No. He sent me to the hospital, and turns out that I was having, chest pain, and they did where they go down through the leg, and with a camera, and they come up into your heart, and they look at the valves and everything else, and whatever. And that went away. But now I come back from this doctor, and I'm having chest pain. I have a pacemaker in me, by the way. It's interesting that the pacemaker didn't detect anything, but the doctor's office with their EKG, they told me, she told me what was happening. Heartbeat, little little heartbeats or whatever, and some echoes or whatever. And I thought, that doesn't sound good. Anyway, I'm not sure this is going to work, because I used ManyCam for years, loved it, and I finally just decided to format ManyCam, and well, no, I didn't decide to do that at that point. Anyway, if you've been following Howard's Notebook, you've seen problems and everything. There was a 2-week period, I think, where I was just having trouble. And so for about 2 weeks on YouTube, it was just crap. I mean, it was the hardware, everything was messing up on me. And so after a couple weeks, where I could barely put anything out on Howard's Notebook, not for chest pain, or not for just everything, nothing was working right. No money, just nothing was working out right. So then when I finally got back after a couple of weeks or whatever, I'm nearly not back. Howard's Notebook is still going, but not the way it should. Now, ManyCam I have used for years and years and years. And like ManyCam, it puts video, I can stream, it can do whatever, I can take this video. I see I'm freezing a little bit, so I'm not sure how much the microphone will be in sync and all that type of stuff. This is a test. This is the test of the broadcasting system. If you're not satisfied, contact the Federal Communications Commission. You won't remember that, will you? Young whippersnappers. Anyway, ManyCam has come out with a new and improved version. I'm using it right now. I already have paid for a bunch of lifetime memberships with ManyCam. I used it that much. And then they did away with lifetime memberships, and then some people complained. I didn't complain. I did because I've been through this kind of a thing before, because I've been doing this forever. And so people complained that were had purchased lifetime memberships, and so they went ahead and let us use our lifetime membership without having to pay for 1, 2, or 3 years, something like that. And anyway, they now have a new and improved version, and I installed it, and I think I have installed it incorrectly. I blame them, so I'm not sure what's going to happen when I finish this. I haven't paid for it, by the way, yet. The reason, no reason to go into that. Okay, I'm going to stop this and upload. Now this is trial version or whatever. At some point they're going to ask for money, and I'm not sure what's going to happen when I upload this. If it's going to be a thing on there saying trial version, or I have no idea what's going to happen. But I'm going to stop this after 12 minutes. If I can find it on my hard drive, then I will upload it to YouTube. But their new and improved version of this, which I guess I'm not seeing because I haven't paid yet, looks like it will really be great. And if this isn't, because I'm at the point now, I want to run ManyCam, on and do live streaming and stuff like that, which you can do live streaming on ManyCam without this. But I'm going to be seeing doctors here for a while. I have to go back and see the doctor that I just saw. I have to go to the heart doctor. I'm supposed to have cataracts removed, one for each eye. There's some other doctor I'll be having to see, I think. Oh yeah, I'm not even going to talk about that. Just picture the worst thing you don't want done to you. How would you like to have a camera go up your ass? I've never had one go up my ass. But I worked at a hospital I worked at one hospital for years where the emergency room in the morning they'd have the nurses, night shift nurses they had a nurse come in, would line the patients up with their asses up in the air and whatever. I don't want to be one of those people. Anyway, I'm going to stop this, and if you see it, you may never see me again because I'm not sure I can log back into it the way they told me that I had a user, which I did, and I kept trying to come up with, logins and passwords that would work, and I'm not sure what in the hell I've got here, but we'll see what happens. Thank you for watching.